Hey guys, since the new animated Ninja Turtles movie came out, I thought it would be a great idea to review the previous Ninja Turtles movies. You guys remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? I was born in late 1996 and I didn't really watch the show back then. But I did, however, watch the 3D animated series from 2012. I thought it was great back then. I wonder if it still holds up today. A while ago, I started watching the original 80s Ninja Turtles cartoon and I fell in love with it. I didn't have the toys or the action figures, but I do, however, have the Turtles Adventures comics, and they're great. I even played the video games like Turtles in Time, which is my favorite game of all time, Shredder's Revenge, which is the best modern game I've ever played, even the Cowabunga collection, and I got to experience what the arcade games is like. Now, I never grew up playing arcade games, but Miss Pac-Man is the only one that I actually remember playing in the arcades. And I also watched a few live action movies, mainly the first three. Let's begin this review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie.
We were awesome, bro! Awesome! Yes, dudes and dudettes, Major League Butt Kicking is back in town! Oh, yeah!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, came out on March 30th, 1990. The film got mixed reviews, but it was a box office success. It was the highest grossing independent film up to that time, and it was the 9th highest grossing film worldwide in 1990. The film was adapted from the early comics, you know, the ones where the turtles wear the same color bandana, and it took elements from the cartoon. The film follows the turtles on a quest to rescue their master Splinter from the Foot Clan. Let's talk about the characters, beginning with the turtles. We got Leonardo, who is the leader of the turtles. I don't know who made Leonardo the leader. It was either Splinter or he just chose to be the leader himself. Donatello, the brainy, techie, nerdy turtle. But he's a cool, nerdy turtle. I don't have a problem with that. We got Raphael, who is apparently the ass of the four. He has this bad attitude and he's always picking fights with Leonardo. And last but not least, Michelangelo, the best Ninja Turtle. Out of all the turtles, Michelangelo is my favorite. He's the kind of turtle that I want to be friends with and have a good time. And just a curiosity, if they ever become the adult Mutant Ninja Turtles, I would drink with Michelangelo. Just a thought. Now the other characters. We got Master Splinter, the sensei of the Ninja Turtles. And before we continue, I just want to point out that those characters are straight out of a Jim Henson film. What I mean is that those characters are puppets. Well, mainly Master Splinter is the puppet. The Turtles are in costume of sorts. They cast 4 martial arts actors who get into their suits and start the filming process. They must be sweating their asses off after those fight scenes. Now let's move on with the human characters. We have April O'Neil, Channel 3 news reporter, portrayed by Judith Hoag. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. And I gotta say, I am so glad that she didn't get to wear that banana looking suit that she wore in the cartoon. It's nice to see a variety of wardrobe for once. We have Casey Jones, portrayed by Elias Koteas. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing their names. Who April describes him as a 9-year-old trapped in a man's body.
And then there's Casey Jones, a 9-year-old trapped in a man's body. He might almost be cute if it wasn't for that pig-headedness.
That line alone is brilliant. It's like saying Will Ferrell's character in Step Brothers, who is an 8-year-old trapped in a man's body. Or it's also like Adam Sandler's character in Billy Madison, who's... well, you get the idea. We have Charles, who's portrayed by Jay Patterson, who is April's boss from Channel 3 News. Danny, portrayed by Michael Cherney, who is the son of Charles. Danny's kind of a d***. He's always taking money out of people's wallets. He doesn't care about his dad, and he thinks his dad doesn't care about him.
All fathers care for their sons.
We have Master Tatsu, who is portrayed by Tohishiro Obata, who is the sensei of the Foot Clan. And finally, the Shredder, aka Oroku Saki, who is portrayed by James Sato, who is the villain of the Ninja Turtles. Let's talk about the movie itself. This is one of those movies that I quoted the most in my life. Wise men say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Cricket? Nobody understands cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. No anchovies. And I mean no anchovies. If you put anchovies on our pizza, you're in big trouble. Fight? Fight. Kitchen? Kitchen.
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds. Actually, they're not pork rinds. It's a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. When the turtles see that their lair is destroyed and Splinter was missing, Raphael screams in terror while the camera moves in 360 degrees. That's devastating! Look at the Foot Clan's hideout. It's amazing. Part of me is jealous. I want a hideout full of arcade machines and alcohol. Wait, they're 13-year-old boys. They should have non-alcoholic beverages. Or something. There are a couple of product placements that I have seen in this movie. One is this scene where the turtles are waiting for their pizza to be delivered. And once they get it, it was from Domino's. Hi, Domino's? You're my favorite pizza place. If you have this movie on VHS, you would know that it opens with this Pizza Hut commercial. You know, the one where the kids are playing baseball.
Pizza Hut welcomes all the kids who make it great.
Making it great.
It's like if the Sandlot were sponsored by Pizza Hut. Hi, Pizza Hut? You're my favorite pizza place. Fun fact, in the NES version of Turtles 2, the arcade game, Pizza Hut was used as a product placement. The box cover and the instruction manual provided a coupon for the restaurant with an expiration date of December 31st, 1991. That's New Year's Eve of 1991. As I said earlier, this movie is an adaptation to the early comics, but they have some differences. When April first met the turtles in the cartoon, she faints a few times. In the movie, she screams like any chick in a horror movie.
Hi.
Even the turtles were scared themselves.
Oh my god, I'm dead!
It's okay.
Oh no, I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. Okay,
It was hilarious. When Splinter tells the origin story of how they became who they are, in the cartoon, Splinter mentions that the turtles came down the sewers from a broken glass fishbowl. In the movie, he mentions a broken glass jar, but we didn't see the jar being broken. In the movie, the radioactive ooze is glowing green, but in the cartoon, it's glowing purple for some reason. In the movie, the pet rat of Hamato Yoshi mimics his moves, just like in the comics. But in the cartoon, we didn't see that. In the movie, Splinter tells Daddy about his relationship with a woman named Tan Shen, and his rival Oroku Saki loved her too. And when Tan Shen said that she doesn't love Oroku Saki, he beats the living shit out of her. We see her get her ass kicked in the comics, but in the movie, we didn't. Maybe it was censored. I don't know. In the cartoon, Hamato Yoshi was transformed from a human to a rat. In the movie, he's just a rat, an ordinary pet rat. There are separate characters. Also, Raphael says damn 3 times. The first time he whispers it.
Let's get him in the car.
The second time he says it out loud.
Damn!
And the third time he screams.
Damn!
This movie is rated PG. They got away from saying damn. I'm impressed. Also, he said damn in the comics as well. Now remember, the early comics are really violent. The Turtles, along with Splinter, defeat Shredder by stabbing him with a katana, like in the comics. But there are differences. In the comics, they kill Shredder, but in the movie, he falls from the rooftop and gets crushed by a garbage truck or something like that.
Oops!
There are other similarities with the movie and the comics. Like, Raphael fights Casey Jones, Raphael was injured by the Foot Clan, the Turtles fight the Foot Clan in the store, and April's apartment burns down. They stay in the house in the countryside. Casey Jones and Donatello are name-calling each other while they're fixing the truck. The movie follows the comic really well. Just to preface this, I never read the early comics. I just did a little research on it. Maybe I'll get the early comics and then I'll read it sometime. And one more thing, the soundtrack in this film is great. Songs like Turtle Power by Partners in Crime and Spin That Wheel by High Tech 3. And the jokes in this movie are great, especially when Michelangelo impersonates Rocky Balboa.
Maybe I'll fight Apollo and maybe I won't, you know? What do you think? Adrian! Hey, I got another one!
What do you guys like on your pizza?
Oh, just the regular stuff. Flies, stink bugs. It was a joke.
And, yeah. That's it. That's all there is about this movie. The characters are great. The dark tone of this movie is spot on. Choreography of those martial arts moves are phenomenal. And also, pizza is great too. If you don't like pizza or love it, I don't know who you are anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Overall, this movie stands the test of time. This movie holds up like a pizza with extra cheese. And it's still one of my favorite films of all time. I would definitely watch this movie again. I give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the movie 10 out of 10 slices of pizza. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. This movie is a must-watch for all you Turtle fans out there. If you haven't seen the original cartoon or read the comics, I also highly recommend them. And that's my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, plus a little comparison between the movie, the comics, and the cartoon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or give it a like or whichever you prefer. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on all notifications so you won't miss out on any new videos. Share it with your friends, your family, your relatives, your senseis. Just share the video. It would be much appreciated if more people watch my stuff. And it makes me happy. Oh, and also comment in the comments below on who's your favorite Ninja Turtle. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Maybe my review of Secret of the Ooze. I need an outro. What outro do you prefer, Splinter?
I have always liked Cowabunga.
Huh?
I made a funny.
Alright. Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes.